What is going on, everybody? It is Frank the Tank, and today we've got another Bowling by Jason Belmonte ball review on our hands. So today we're going to be looking at the Hustle 3 TP. So let's take a look at it here. There it is, Hustle 3 TP. And let's go ahead and look at the stats here. So it's got a VTC P18 Pro Reactive cover stock. It's got a Hustle Core weight block. It was released in June 2019, and going by the power, hook, and the length, it looks like it's going to be a tough one to use because obviously, as you can see, the power is 5 out of 10. The hook is, I believe that's 5.5. I want to say 5.5, or no, 4.5. Sorry, 4.5 out of 10. And the length looks to be 9 out of 10. So it's got the power, but it doesn't have the power. Sorry, it's got the length, but it doesn't look like it has the power or the hook to it. So I'm going to take a guess and say that this thing will probably react exactly like the Pitch Black. So that's definitely going to be tough to use, even with the two-handed style. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at it. So as usual, because it doesn't have the power nor the hook, I'm going to completely get rid of the axis tilt, apply the axis rotation, and of course max out on the revs. So I just know, I've already tried the Hustle Inc. and I know this is going to be no different. So I know for a fact that stroker, tweener, and cranker, it's going to be quite the challenge to even find a strike. So let's see here. I forgot, what pattern is this? Well, we're on Turnpike. I mean, I was going to decide beforehand what pattern I should try this on, but we'll just try it on Turnpike, so I don't see why the heck not. So, let's see here. Because, like I said, very, very little reaction, I'm just going to play like this, like basically straight at the pocket. See that? Very little reaction. That was basically like a spare ball going down the lane. And that's how you pick up the baby split right there. I think I found it already. That was fast. I honestly expected to take a million years on this, but no, I think I found it there. Board 5, straight at the pocket, pretty much like a stroker should. But the tough part of it is, try nailing that line every single time. That is the ultimate challenge. Ah, you see what I mean? There's no guarantee. Another 10 pin. That was a light hit, I could tell by the way the ball hit the pins. What the heck is that? What is it?
He converted it! Oh my!
You can also do that too, I guess. I mean, I guess that's one good thing that comes from being a stroker, is that you can kind of, you could either play the way I did it when I got that first strike, you know, like way up, like to the right on board 5, I think. That was board 10, so you could do that. But again, it's a challenge trying to nail that exact same line to the pocket every time. Anyways, enough of me trying to struggle on the stroker style. Let's try to move on to tweener and see if there even is any difference. I doubt that there will be, maybe just a pinch more a hook, but I doubt that it's really going to make any major difference. So I'm going to play it from board 10 and see if there's any kind of reaction at all. Definitely an increase in speed, and I got it on my first shot. That's crazy. That definitely felt easier to try to do, because obviously we got a little bit more hook in there at the back end. But wait a minute. Oh, dang it. Yeah, it's tough, guys. This is not easy.
Oh my! Just missed!
So it definitely does have a little bit more reaction, but it's still tough to use. But I would say getting a strike as a tweener would definitely be easier than if you were a stroker. But man, I gotta tell you, nailing that line every time, whew, good freaking luck. So I think it's safe to say that I don't know, that was board 10 that I was on. So basically the difference is you can play as a stroker on board 10 as well, but you have to go more, you know, straighter to the pocket, if you know what I mean. With tweener, you can go a little bit straighter, if you know what I mean. Like, not straight at the pocket, but like more, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but you guys could see, like, I didn't have to go directly aiming at the pocket. I could like let it go a little bit more right from where I was throwing it as a stroker, like with tweener, and basically let it hook into the pocket, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm not good with my words, but that's the best way I could put it. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and move to cranker, and I think that's honestly a first for me. Like, I can play as stroker and tweener on the same board, but just, you know, a different way of angling it to the pocket. So that's a first for me. But anyway, we're going to move to cranker and see what the difference is there. So again, not making any changes, keeping it at 50 degrees, 0% of axis tilt, and max revs. So the increase in revs, I know for a fact, are going to make a difference here. So you see what I mean? That's what I could do as a stroker, was I could just go a simple up and down. But whereas with stroker, I had to angle myself to go straight at the pocket. So again, I suck at explaining things, but that's the best way I could put it. So anyway, trying to figure this thing out. I'm going to see if I can play from 10 and just go up and down like I did with stroker. So I can, but again, light hit at the pocket and no guarantee of a strike. See what I mean? Left the 10 again. I got lucky with that last one. So there you go. That's how you can do that. Again, standing on board 10. I mean, this is insane. I don't even have to move. I don't even have to move. This is insane. So I'm convinced there. Board 10 is where we stay. You just have to, you know, with stroker, you gotta actually look like and face at the pocket. And then with stroker and cranker, you just have to go, you know, straight up and down rather than, you know, diagonally at the pocket with stroker. So this is honestly the craziest thing I've ever done. I mean, same board, 3 different styles. What the heck? Alright, now we move on to the big dog, two-hand style. So, I know for a fact that I may have to move. So, we're going to go ahead and throw a shot from the same board and see if we can still achieve the same thing that we want. Alright, so as you can see, I crossed over. So, definitely going, you know, diagonally at the pocket won't work. Going straight like that might work. I'm not sure yet. I don't think it might work after all. So, because I got now I've really got some good back end reaction, some decent reaction on the back end. I think now I can move left a little bit. There it is. You see, that's what I was looking for. So yeah, there's the difference between the 3 styles and the two-handed style. The amount of revs you could put on it will force you to move left a little bit. So I went 2 boards left according to this thing. That's really ridiculous. Not one move, like barely any moves whatsoever. So I think now we know for the first time ever we have a ball where I don't even have to go beyond the confines of board 15. That is ridiculous. Oh, nice strike there. Okay, so sorry, I had to rush into that one. I don't know, like I just clicked on Statue of Liberty and immediately that just popped up. That was so weird. It didn't even show me like the loading screen and who I was getting matched up against. That was a weird glitch. But anyway, we're on the Statue of Liberty pattern. Lucas Dickerson, welcome to the show. Ends up splitting on the first frame while I strike. And whoa. Oh, couldn't get anything on that. But anyway, yeah, let's just do what we do. Oh man, hit the pocket, but it went a little bit high. I can see that it went more towards the head, but let's see here. Uh-oh. Ah, what am I kidding? It's the Statue of Liberty pattern. This pattern is made to make the ball look like it's just hydroplaning down the lane with very little reaction. You saw what the hustle just did. Straight down the lane. Hardly any reaction at all. Maybe like a very, very, very slow arc. Slowest arc I think I've ever seen, but at least it's got something to it. So it appears that Lucas Dickerson is using the Crux Prime. And it looks like he's struggling to pick up his spares. Meanwhile, I think I found my line, but it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very tough to try to, figure that out. Like, to repeat that shot every time, like down and in, it's tough. I mean, I don't know why it's tough to do that in this game. In real life, it's so easy to do, but you should see me. I'm like literally trying to like just focus and clear my mind, and I'm like literally like that. It's tough. So it would appear that I have suffered a technical glitch. You guys just saw that. I froze and I had to get back into the game, and it didn't count it. Didn't let me do the first shot in the fourth frame, and I unfortunately had to settle for a spare. That stinks. And I fear that that's going to happen again. Meanwhile, Lucas leaves the 7-10, and oh my, not bad. If that pin would have at least just fallen over towards the 7 and toppled it over, that would have been tight. Interesting approach to the 7-10. That's a good shot. There we go. That's another strike right there. So that's really unfortunate. I feel like I should have 3 in a row right there, but unfortunately, I think I'm not going to blame the game here. I think I'm blaming my Wi-Fi connection officially. Like, I can confirm that it's my stupid Wi-Fi connection, because every time I play on my data, the game runs fine. No glitches whatsoever. But every time I try to play on my Wi-Fi, the game just glitches out like this. And it really makes me angry. I'm like this close to walking over to my Wi-Fi box, my router, and just smashing it to freaking pieces. Boom, another strike. There we go, back-to-back jacks. But I swear, guys, like, I got ripped off. Like, the guy told me that this Wi-Fi is supposed to help my internet run way, way quicker. And it's not. It sucks. I want my money back. Alright, so my opponent at least got what is a lefty's version of the 3-6-10. I believe that's a 2-4-7. Uh-oh. Oh, light hit, and I leave something rather strange. I don't know how I'm going to pick that up. Oh my god. The ball didn't even want to move. That was kind of cool, though, how I picked that up, but still, ball didn't even want to move. Alright, leaves the 2 and the 4, and I don't think he picked it up. Oh, chopped on it. That's unfortunate. Come on. Yes! Alright, I was worried there. You saw that. I sent it just a pinch right from where I usually was sending it, and I thought I was going to get a light hit. Luckily, they all fell down. Another great shot. Yes. Come on. Technical glitches are not going to stop me. Yikes. Again, he got the 2-4-7 before, but he couldn't do it a second time. Oh, man. Light hit. Dang it. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Well, there you go. I messed up there, but I ended with a 188. Not my best of games, but Jesus Christ, this ball is a nightmare to use. So if there's one thing that I learned about this ball is you probably might want to mess with the axis rotation, not the axis tilt. So yeah, you probably want to mess with because of all the different patterns that you can play on in this game with this ball. You definitely have to mess around with the axis of rotation. And also, I think it would be better if you use this ball on the longer patterns. Clearly, as you can see, it worked pretty well. Unfortunately, I had some technical glitches. This technically could have been a 200 game. Unfortunately, that little technical glitch that cost me what would have been a ham bone prevented me from doing that, and then also I messed up in the very last frame there, but whatever. What's done is done. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the Hustle 3 TP. So if you're into playing the lanes straight like that, then this is definitely the ball for you. Power of 5 out of 10, and then 5.5 out of 10, or 4.5, I can't remember, and then of course 9 out of 10. So definitely the kind of ball that just goes, you know, at a simple up and down the lane kind of thing. But it's definitely a very big challenge to use if you're a stroker, tweener, or cranker. But for a two-hander, it's probably the easiest. And like I said, the way you can get strikes with this ball is if you go on the longer patterns like Big Ben or Great Wall, or of course Statue of Liberty. But man, you have no room to miss with this ball, that's for sure. And you have very little reaction on the back end. But anyway, if you're looking for a challenge, this is definitely one to look into right here. But anyway, that was the Hustle 3 TP. I'm not even going to bother to put a comparison at the very end because you guys just saw I barely even had to move any boards. With stroker, tweener, and cranker, I stayed on board 10, which is probably the weirdest thing I've ever had to do, is play on 3 different styles and not even have to move a single board, except for with the two-handed style, I had to move to, I believe it was board 12 because of that little bit of reaction on the back end. So anyway, that's enough of that. The Hustle 3 TP is done. It is currently June 3rd as I do this. It will be available to you on, let's see, I believe it will be available on, it'll be available on the 5th. June 5th, and then it will be released in the promotion section 2 weeks after that. So be on the lookout for it. If you want it though, you know what you got to do. Try to win that skill shot tournament to try to get your Hustle 3 TP. So anyway, there you go. Thank you to the Bowling by Jason Belmonte team for providing me with this ball. Wouldn't be possible without you guys. I appreciate it. But that's your Hustle 3 TP review. I'll wait. I've also got some stuff to tell you guys about my return to the lanes in real life, but I'll leave that in another video. But for now, I leave you guys with this one. So I'll catch you guys in another one. I can't wait to see what comes next.